Welcome to our channel. The Champions League badly needed Bodo/Glimt's shock success, but it highlights a big problem. After the San Siro had been silenced, long before the end, Bodo/Glimt's Jens Petter Hodge had a fittingly suitable summation of it all. "It sounds not true," the forward beamed. He was of course talking about their 5-2 aggregate victory over Inter Milan in the Champions League, but you can extend it to the whole story, which manager Kjetil Knutsen touched upon. Can you believe it? A small team from the north. If constant references to Bodo's size amid so many European victories may counterproductively make the club's progress feel less immense and more routine, it is really anything but. It is historic. Bodo/Glimt's qualification for the Champions League last 16 is probably the greatest feat of overperformance at European club level since Jose Mourinho's Porto won the competition in 2004. Maybe even greater. There were so many different individual elements to this that just kept increasing the odds, to the point the entire journey here should have been close to impossible. There is first of all that population of 53,000, which plays into the immense economic gap. A scathing Italian media were reporting a chasm in squad values of €57 against €666, and that from a starting budget for this Bodo/Glimt hierarchy of €4 in 2018, when they barely survived relegation. That gap was obviously a factor in the club, initially looking like the all-Sarans they should be when they still hadn't won a Champions League game after their first 6 league phase matches, as the calendar flipped to 2026. Such a prospect looked even less likely when you glanced at their remaining fixture list, which involved matches against Manchester City and Atletico Madrid. And yet Bodo got through those to meet last season's finalists in Tur, but faced an even greater challenge that, by then, they were deep that should have diminished the advantage of home games in the Arctic Circle, but there was another twist. Sun actually helped them as a series of trips to Spain kept them fit and fresh. Some stakeholders will point to this as the system working, but it is like pointing to a cold day as evidence against climate change. The greater question is whether anyone at the top of European football is actually thinking about this. Do they have a vision for what the Champions League should look like? How more Bodo/Glimts can be nurtured? All of the institutional forces are going in the other direction. For the moment, the Norwegian side are only going one way. Bodo certainly had a vision and can now see so much more in front of them. That is to be treasured, but partly because it's so much rarer than it should be. Audience, like the video and subscribe our YouTube channel.